What if I told you our planet wasn't a sphere, but was actually shaped like a giant cosmic donut? It sounds like something from a cartoon, but it's a fascinating thought experiment with some wild consequences for life as we know it. This isn't just a random shape. Scientists call it a toroid, and for a planet to form this way, it would need to be spinning incredibly fast. Imagine a ball of dough. If you spin it fast enough, it flattens and a hole can form in the middle. The same principle would apply to a planet, requiring extreme centrifugal forces to overcome gravity and create that central hole. So, what would living on a donut-shaped Earth be like? First, let's talk about gravity. On a sphere, gravity pulls you towards the center, and it's pretty much the same everywhere on the surface. On a toroidal Earth, things get weird. Gravity would be strongest at the top and bottom of the donut, what we'd call the poles. Conversely, gravity would be weakest along the inner and outer equators of the donut. You'd feel noticeably lighter if you lived on the inner rim, near the hole, compared to someone living at the poles. The day-night cycle would also be completely different. A day on this donut Earth would be incredibly short, maybe only a few hours long, because of the rapid spin needed to maintain its shape. Seasons would be a whole different story. A spherical Earth has seasons because of its axial tilt. A toroidal Earth would experience extreme and complex seasonal shifts depending on its tilt relative to the sun. Some regions on the inner edge of the donut might be plunged into darkness for months at a time, creating incredibly long and cold winters. Other areas might experience a double sunrise as the sun appears, disappears behind the other side of the donut, and then reappears. Weather patterns would be chaotic. The extreme differences in gravity and solar radiation would create massive, powerful winds. We could see permanent superstorms raging in certain areas, especially between the high gravity and low gravity zones. The inner edge of the donut, facing the hole, would be a very strange place. The sky wouldn't just be above you. You could look up and see the other side of the planet arching over you. At night, this would create an incredible spectacle, a glowing band across the sky, as the sunlit side of the inner ring illuminates the side in darkness. It would be far brighter than our current full moon. What about the middle, the donut hole? There's nothing there. It's just empty space. Any object that fell into the hole from the inner edge would eventually be pulled back to the surface on the opposite side, oscillating back and forth until it finally settled. Tides would be much more dramatic. Our moon would have a more complex gravitational effect on a non-spherical body. The tidal bulges would be immense, creating massive sea level changes along the coastlines. The number of stable locations for life to thrive would be limited. The poles, with their crushing gravity, and the chaotic inner ring with its extreme light and temperature shifts, would be largely inhospitable. The most habitable zones would likely be in the mid-latitudes, on the top of the donut ring, where gravity and sunlight are more moderate and stable. This is where you might find most of the planet's plants and civilizations. While a donut-shaped Earth is theoretically possible under very specific and extreme conditions, scientists have found number evidence of one existing. All the planets and large celestial bodies we've observed are spherical, as gravity naturally pulls matter into the most efficient, stable shape. Still, it's a mind-bending idea that challenges our perspective on what a planet can be. It shows how fundamental forces like gravity and rotation shape everything, from the length of our day to the ground beneath our feet. It makes you appreciate the remarkable stability and balance of our own spherical world. Did you enjoy this journey to a different kind of Earth? For more cosmic what-ifs and explorations of our amazing universe, make sure to follow Space Repo.